They have the flexibility to travel a wide range of fields including electronics.
Zone, the Salle University online educational channel. Experience optimal online learning.
No, 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 no.
Hey there! I'm Ted Nugent, a graduate of Professional Diploma in Theater Acting at Intercultural Theater Institute, Singapore. I came back here in the province of Misamis Occidental to help build an empire of artists. Definitely not them. Anyway, this is artZONE. Welcome to artZONE's Chikahanay. Chikahanay is the virtual talk show component of artZONE, wherein we will be inviting prominent guests and practicing artists to talk and chit-chat about arts and culture and update us about their works of art. Today is a very opportune time because we are graced with artistic directors who hand in hand put the LSU's arts and culture scene to the map of the Philippines. They together developed homegrown artists, and that includes me, to start making a mark in the arts and culture community not only in the province of Misamis Occidental but also in the bigger community, the world. Our first guest is the advisor of Bughao Band of Clarin National High School who promotes cultural and ecological music. A special program in the arts implementer, an arts and design instructor, and a theater actor, a dancer as well, a musically inclined individual. Please help me welcome Mr. Archie Linganay.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sir Archie.
Hi, Sir Ted. Good morning.
Hello, it's nice to have you virtually here in our Art Zone's Chikahanay. Asa ka ron,
Thank
Sir Archie?
Na ako karon sa among school sa computer lab sa Clarin
Wow.
National High School.
There you have it. Clarin National High School is your new playground in terms of your works of art. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's welcome Sir Archie, our next guest for this Chikahanay. He is a bachelor's degree holder in the field of business administration, a grantee of Cultural Center of the Philippines for Kaisa sa Sining 2019 apprenticeship program, grantee of NCCA short course for Ito Rodula, The Art of Managing Theater. Currently, the coordinator of Arts and Culture Cluster of Salle University. Let's welcome Mr. Mark Glenn Tejada.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Sir Mark.
Hello, sir. Hello, Sir Archie.
Thank
Hi,
you for
Sir Mark.
saying yes to our invitation.
Yes, thank you so much, by the way.
Yeah, even if you forced us to invite you. No, but
Well,
anyway, Sir Mark, thank you for being with us. Let's welcome our next guest, Executive Council Member of NCCA National Committee on Dance, a member of CCP Kaisa sa Sining, National Association of Physical Educators, Association of Cultural Offices in Philippines Educational Institution Incorporated, and Assistant Professor of the Department of Physical Education, Mindanao State University, Iligan Institute of Technology, Iligan City. A performer, director, and arts advocate. Please give your virtual applause for Dr. Chidel Joanne San Diego.
Magandang araw, magandang buhay, dahil tayo lahat ay maganda. So thank you for
I beg-
having me here.
Yes, ma'am, you're welcome, but I beg to disagree. Hindi tayong lahat ay maganda. Look at Sir Mark.
Wow.
So
Yes,
thank you
ma'am,
for
Jay,
inviting me.
Yeah, you're very much welcome. Of course, ikaw pa ba, kalimtan na mo for this first artZONE, first Chikahanay of LSU. Yes.
Thank you.
Let's welcome our fourth guest for this Chikahanay. We have the artistic director of LSU Singing Society, a music director, sound scorer, and alumni artist of LSU Teatro Gindigan, and currently the guidance counselor of Tangub City National High School. Let us greet Mr. Jan Lyric Polygratis with a warm morning.
Hello. Mayong buntag, may adlaw sa tanan. Nice
Good
to see
morning.
you again.
Yes, it's difficult to gather nowadays, no? Murag wala na gid ta nagakuyog nga kitang tanan karong panahon na. When was the last time? Na especially with our last guest, but not the least, nga murag siya ang gather po dato before in one stage, in one production, in one performance or collaboration. Our last but not the least guest is a 3-year professional diploma holder in intercultural theater acting from the Intercultural Theater Institute in Singapore. He is the founding artistic director of LSU Teatro Gindigan, an actor and a director, and being one, he has performed and brought productions in international festivals in Manila, Singapore, Taiwan, Indonesia, and India. He is presently the head of the National Committee on Dramatic Arts of the National Commission for Culture and the Arts. Please give a warm welcome to Dr. Felimon Blanco.
Yahoo!
Hi, good morning everyone. Good morning Ted and good morning to all of you. Maganda tayong lahat.
Ay,
Yeah.
tayo
Yes,
lahat
you know what?
pala. Wow! I felt so overwhelmed having you here, though it's virtual, though it's in one screen, but I felt so alive. When was the last time that like most of us gathered?
Before pandemic.
Before pandemic, right? Before pandemic. Yeah, I believe I had a dinner with Ma'am Chidel and Sermon together when Sermon, with Archie as well when Sermon celebrated in his doctoral graduation, right? That was like
Yeah.
Yes. March this year.
March. That was March, and like yeah, but for the six of us, I can't remember before pandemic indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, thank you for gracing artZONE's Chikahanay. We'll be the virtual Marites this time. Do you know Marites? Yeah. Yeah. I believe because of this pandemic as an arts practitioner, murag na disturb ang ato ang mga practices, ang ato ang mga plans. Daghan ta kitang plans. So I just came back from Singapore after ITI years, and then I was very excited to work with you again, but then pandemic happened. That's why we are meeting here in this virtual world. I'd like to ask you, as an arts practitioner, as an arts director, how are you at these trying times? How are you coping with your with your creative works? Who wants to start?
According to beauty, sir. According to
Ay.
beauty.
Sige, go. According to beauty, murag sure jud ko kinsay malast. Yes, Ma'am Fidel.
Okay, so even we are facing this pandemic, I never stop my creative world, no, especially in the National Committee on Dance. Our chairman, Dr. Shirley Halili Cruz, never stopped her creative works also together with the family, the NCD family. So we still have our virtual dance exchange, international dance exchange, Sayaw Pinoy, and indeed these programs of NCCA, NCD are very, very, very successful. And in terms of being a director, I never stop my dancers to still continue practicing and still continue to um, create, no, create in preparation to some of the programs of NCCA Committee on Dance.
Yeah,
So
I saw.
as an advocate, no, still continuing doing research, no, doing some activities and partnership right now with Korean country for
Wow.
the song festival. So never stop, though we are facing this kind of situation.
Ako, Ted, siguro when the pandemic started, ang hirap, no? Because like as a theater director, as a theater actor, basically it's really about connecting with people live, live
Yes.
human performers on stage. And I think when our government labeled arts as non-essential, that's when I tried to be relevant. That's when I tried to be essential in a sense. No, that's why I tried to create projects to make arts as an essential, sector, as an essential aspect in our human lives. And for me, I'm still struggling between this desire to make arts essential, to make arts alive, even in the pandemic. So I created a lot of online productions, of which many of you, I mean, all of us here are actually engaged, in these productions because I want to prove that hey, arts is essential. We need arts to keep us humane, in this cold virtual world.
Yeah.
But struggling, no, but struggling in a
Correct.
sense.
Yeah, there are a lot of challenges, there are a lot of struggles, but still, you still continued to bring us together to work with different productions. Thank you for that sermon. I mean, thank you for bringing the word essential sermon, no? Like, because of this pandemic, though we are labeled as non-essential, but then we are making relevant works para mapadayon ang ato ang mga sa Ma'am Chidel Pod, NCD Committee on Dance. Naning kamot sila nga virtual ang Sayaw Pinoy, and luckily mas nitaas hinoon ang production,
Viewers,
production
even
views, no, or mas
yes,
nitaas pud ang
performers,
festival
number of
dates.
performers.
Yeah, exactly. Kay do nag-struggle ta at first, but then naningkamot ta nga makapadayon sa ato ang mga production thank you for those things nga nakapadayon sa ato para mapadayon ang kaning atong giingon nga artistic works nato. Probably others could talk about their engagements, current engagements. Do we have current projects nga gipaningkamutan murag layo pa man gyud ang atuang face to face, or mabalik ang atuang new normal, if there's a new normal or next normal? Probably nabatay mga gipangkalingawan nga mga projects as of the moment.
When pandemics hits, I have no idea on how, or I was completely blank on how to keep the arts alive in me, on how to keep my passion for arts alive. But with the influence of the people around me, like Sir Pilimon, Sir Ted, Ma'am Chai Pod, and also sa mga alumni na are truly willing to help us in keeping arts alive. And currently, as of the moment, on the first year of the pandemic, we focus more on transitioning the minor and the big productions we have through the help of Sir Philemon. And I can say that we really did great on it, though it's our first time. And as of the moment, for this new academic year, we will be focusing more on the arts education, like artistic skills training for our Lasallian student, for both non-artist and artist student. No?
Mhm.
And as of the moment, by the way, we call it arts crash courses. So currently, I'm still finalizing on the details, and hopefully by end of this year, maka-start na gyud me. So muna, as of the moment, I'm gonna work on karon sa office.
Yeah, thank you for that, Sir Mark. Hopefully, it will really push through, because I do understand that in the first year of the pandemic, I mean, our links here is actually the Culture and Arts Center, or the Culture and Arts Office before, but because of the pandemic, all of us are dispersed. No, all of us are dispersed. No, we are labeled even in the university as non-essential, and so there were no migration of art groups online. With that, we lost our groups, we lost our, even I would say it online, even our artistic directors, because the university had this retrenchment, or there's no hiring or rehiring of artistic directors. But I'm so glad that most of you stayed with or without the band of within the university. I mean, you're still with the university to continue helping the artistic groups that we labored for. How many years is our Culture and Arts Center? 14 years. It's the 15th year of the Culture and Arts Office. What about Sir Archie, Sir Lyric?
Yep.
Any thoughts?
Um, kumusta po? No?
Kumusta Sir Lyric?
Kumusta na
Sorry,
ikaw?
nakalimutan na ang how are you, no? Dito na tag how is our artistic engagement, artistic
Yeah.
processes. How are you, Sir Lyric?
The word lumalaban. No? Kaya na Japon, lumalaban. And then, ako lang balikon tong gi-highlight ni Sir Mon na itong art is essential, no? Sa pagkaroon. I really thought yun na mapalong yun or mawala sa mapa ang art. Until we had our project na We Pray as One. That is then nga dito na ko na prove nga uy pwede. And then dito na naka-start ko og nakasugod ko gunahon na nga pwede dai ingon anion. And this is now instead of new normal, I call it the now normal in art. Okay, the now normal in. So this is ingani-on din nato pag deliver ang art in this now normal. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for the word, no, na old normal, na new normal, now normal, and there's
Now
this
normal.
next normal. There's this next normal.
Si Sir Mark, Sir Mark,
Sir Mark?
Norman.
Oh, thank you for the word. Basta makuanta sa MTRCB, ano no?
Miss lang na ako siya kayo, manggod.
Artists are bullies, right?
Tinod!
Nara sa maka kuan kanang makakaya og antos. Sir Archie?
Sige, sa among part pod, kuan kanang sana makaluya siya kay most of my members wala jud sila connect sa internet connection sa ilang balay. Then suya mi sa uban mga groups, especially sa band, kay pwede sila maka-live, maka-gig sila live. Kami kay maglisod, especially among instruments nasa school, and students are not allowed to get inside the school.
Right.
Then sa among gibuhat karon, ginahinay magpalit og mga gamit para sa balay mi sa balay na may mag-record, sa balay na mag-live pohon. Mo to siya ang isa sa struggle namo. Then some of our members kay minor de edad, dili madadalig sugtan sa parents, especially night time. Unlike katong face-to-face sa school, kay ako ang oras nila tanan.
Yeah, exactly. But thank you for finding, I mean personal efforts ang nahitabo, no, to look for ways on how to gather the artists, or like purchasing your own equipment from your own pockets para lang ma-continue ang mga passion or desire sa ato ang mga student artists that we are trying to develop, no, nga mga apo na pud ni siya sa ato ang gitawag og mga lola. Kay of course we are product of this group din na naggamatag kag yung grupo, and we are very glad with that, no. Thank you for collaborating, no. Sir Lyric mentioned about We Pray as One. Thank you for helping us with that project, Sir Archie. As I said, We leave the portals of the institution, but then we are still supporting the institution. Um, I've mentioned also about the next normal. No, let's talk about future plans because we are not yet certain in terms of kanus ajud ni mabalik, not really mabalik. Kanus agad ta pwede na nga makagather physically, no? Gather in one stage. Hopefully we can have it soon. Nga na isa sa to diri mag-direct or whatever. Any future plans? It could be personal or sa group nga ato ang gina-manage if we still have that group. Because when we had a chikahanay with the students, they are a bit sad because their group is a bit nagkakatag-katag, no? So any future plans for our next normal? Naka-spotlight na si Sermon, may si Sermon ng
May pressure. Okay, future plans. I think ako man good in this time of the pandemic, sometimes as an artist, sometimes mugawas ng kalit ato ang mga plans eh. And sometimes I do not want to make parang a directional focus na ito ako ang i-achieve. And sometimes it's only projects only spark when you have conversations with people. And I think right now that plan, well, in the next new normal or whatever normal what is it na is I really wanted to continue this so-called maybe whether pandemic or post-pandemic, we cannot anymore go back to the 2019. We cannot go back anymore to that period. So we are moving forward. So meaning to say, the kind of creative works that we will be doing in the next normal is already a hybrid form. Meaning to say hybrid form. Dili na siya katong the usual na itong ginahimo nato in the past, the pre-pandemic, the 2019. But I'm also preparing myself to what is this kind of hybrid form of art production. No, for example, I think we already started doing it last year with the Itanghal na kaya ay nato maghimo og theater festivals that all the performances happened from their cities and then we stream it at Salle University and we broadcasted it to the social media. And I think this is one form of the hybridity of art production in the next normal that maybe Salle University, the arts and culture cluster or whatever is the term now, can continue doing our work, serving our constituents in the province, in the city by providing. Again, balikan ako tong idea bitaw na we need the arts to make us humane, in this time of the pandemic. That baka wala pa to na katotong giplanohan nato bitaw nga we can have performances na ginagmay nga limited audience and then stream nato for a bigger ano ako ang ginalook forward nako nga mahimo ka gamay nga performance 10 audience for example and then stream nato siya online for bigger audience. I think kana ako ang siguro ang challenge nako for us having connections with Salle to continue experimenting, innovating and reinventing for the next normal.
Yes, Sir Mon. Those are all noted. Kay murag galista si Sir Mark sa iyang buhatonon,
Yes, good.
Sir Mark,
Good.
no, di ba?
Well,
Provide
actually,
us an avenue to keep on connecting, reconnecting, next
Yes.
connecting. Unsa pa na siya dara?
investing.
Connecting na dayon. Si Lyric na siya
Yes, Sir Lyric is raising his hand. Sir Lyric,
Yeah. I guess ang ubang istorya na ko dapat is na mention na ni Sir Mon. Actually katong kuan unsure pa ta, unsure pa to. Based on human development manggod psych manggod ko and then wala ta kabalo unsa ang maabutay pohon no aning next normal to. Grabe ang word na normal no, balik-balik siya. So we don't know. No, there are a lot of uncertainties gyapon na atong bangon sa next normal. And that is what we are going to address to cater sa mga tawo nga nagkalisod og retrieve sa ilang kinabuhi on the next normal or maski pagkaron na normal with arts, no? We can give hope to them, no? I believe ang arts mong god makahatag og colorful life na to. Hatag og colors atong life. Diba?
Wow.
And then, kato pong
Or
you-mention
life.
ni yeah, sermon nga, yeah, mukalit lang pop up, no? Mukalit lang pop up ang atong artistic mind. And then, lucky for me, I have a known place to have kanang makakuan og arts in mind. And you know that asa Ma'am Chidel.
Yes. Ako ang Sir Ted
Witness again. Yes, Ma'am Chidel. Yeah.
Sermon was talking about innovation. No? Mine is with this situation right now, I was able to widen my partnerships or linkages. So I was able to meet a friend from Korea, and we have actually this project right now. So I am the Mindanao, Australia, say Philippine representative for the Korea Philippines Festival and Cultural Exchange. No? So he will be having his Jongwa Sorry Festival. So Sorry is a song festival actually. So
Wow.
featuring indigenous groups in our country. So I am the focal person, especially in Mindanao. So I was able to link with our partners in MSU Maine, Marawi City with Sir Pipito, Sir Benhor of Coronadal, and
Coronadal.
we have also from Lake Cebu for the Tivoli, Sir Mark. Now I hope to have with Sir Francis Duhailunso for the Subanen, but unfortunately, conflict siya because they're having their Subanen month, right, sir, na festival in their municipality. So one of the featured performers sana would be the Subanen, but due to the conflict schedule of Sir Fan. So right now, uh, these three groups, no, they were asked to make a video, songs by our Timoais, our leaders in the indigenous groups, in the community. So that will be featured on November. So in Jongwa City, Korea. So focal person siya. Then another thing was with the Davao City Division. So Marshall, it's a great opportunity to widen more your partnerships or your
Yeah.
linkages. So it never stopped actually. So
Yeah.
according to sermon is an avenue wherein we can be more human, we can be more expressive on
Right.
our
Right.
thoughts and ideas. So as what you said, no, Sayaw Pinoy and Dance International Exchange reached up to 50,000 viewers of this
Yours.
program of NCB. So with this Korea Philippine partnership also. So, but the play, the videos, the dances, no, will be played, of course, aired in Korea. The main guest will be the Filipinos.
Great, great. No, I mean, I'm happy hearing these words, no, arts for humanity or bringing back our humanity again. Sir Lyric is
Yes,
trying to include the psychology of humanity to attack arts something. And then now Ma'am Shidel is talking about breaking borders
yes,
because I mean, before we need to travel, we need to spend so much for us to perform or to have a production. Dayon gamay ra tong audience because knowing Misamis Occidental ato ang audience reach gamay ra jud kayo. But now our audience is beyond the borders of our venue, of our virtual venue. Sir
nakoy
Archie,
joke Kuya Ted.
yes, Ma'am Che.
Nakoy joke.
Yes, joke, joke time.
Nganong going beyond borders, online man, walay espas, walay antigen, walay RT-PCR. So, perfect tayo, no?
Yeah.
Beyond borders, yun siya.
Beyond borders, beyond siya. Dayon kung, kung kita pa sa una maglisod pa kay itag pangayo og transportation allowance. Char lang. Sir Archie, Sir Mark.
Yes, sa mga future plans, since we purchased some of the equipment for live shows, performances online, we nag-agad na lang ko sa schedule sa sa mga members para pwede namin maka-live performance.
Wow.
Pohon.
Okay.
Ready, right?
Basta mag-silver ko na ka sa YouTube dadayon pohon.
Ah,
Wow.
Di ba? No?
Ugay namin na-create og YouTube channel pero wala pa jud siya na ay isa pa jud ka kanta ang nabutang kay
Great,
tungod
great.
may problema sa pag-produce sa songs. Although there are a lot na nga mga compositions pero wala pa jud siya na butang sa YouTube.
Right. So we'll expect that soon, no? Sir Mon mentioned about bringing Bughaw Band sa Lasang restaurant. No, pero na siya mga paside kuan siya. Ay, kamo naman ang magplano sa mga usamis nga art scene. No, but I mean Bughaw Band
Hindi ko best.
Ay, sorry. Sige. Sir Mark, any plans? I mean, you've mentioned about arts education or other ano.
Oo. Well, on my case, no, let's tinod yun ang ni Sir Philemon and Sir Lyric na we keep innovating things now, especially online, because the arts practices right now is completely not the same. No, in pre-pandemic period, especially we're currently looking forward for the new normal. So it's completely different. That's why motto, we keep innovating, we keep trying new things. Though it's really uncertain pag yun kung unsay mahitabo. But as an arts practitioner, it's really our job to keep arts alive because especially at this time, because our people or artists are looking forward for entertainment or let's just say diversions to what is happening at this time. So
Exactly.
arts really helps. So it's part of our culture and for me, it's truly essential. So that's why dili ko mutuan ng arts it's dead and it's not essential. So motto ako.
Thank you, Sir Mark. I believe Sir Mon is already thinking about his dissertation for his second doctoral degree. The hybridity of performing. No? Wow, na siguro na iyang makuan. Because he mentioned it earlier about hybridity. Ma'am Chanel is also talking about academic conferences nga art-related. So murag na ay possibility of really coming up with this kind of ano. Why not? Why not, Sir Mon, no? Hybridity of performances.
Yes, di ba?
Actually,
Di ba?
Sir Ted, we are able to have that hybrid sports right now. Trying to innovate sports for this kind of normal, Sir Lyric, no? So hybrid is a combination of the different sports that we have. So cinema is
Exactly.
filled with parts, no?
Exactly.
Make it like
And I believe I would credit that to the artistic mind. 'Di ba nganong ma-hybrid ang sports nganong makuha no? Although others would say dili man sila artist, but then when they joined in this kind of planning how to bring sports online, it's already kind of the artistic or creative part of a human being. Anyway, in our art zones Chikahanay, we have this tea talk, no? Truth talk. Truth talk. It's kind of fast talk, but since it's our start, I mean dili na lang ako individual nga mag-tea talk ta. Nalo ko isa ka question for all. Are you still willing to collaborate with projects nga pagabuhaton namo diri sa Salle University soon? No?
yes.
No? No, it's I mean it's just a manifestation na I mean we are all green-blooded here, I would say. No, muklaim na ba yan na si Sermon nga alumni na gina siya sa kuan. alumni na gid siya sa ano. No?
I am a full-blooded green. I am a full green-blooded.
Yeah, full green-blooded na gid si Sermon. I mean even this virtual gathering, virtual talk, so I'm very happy with your busy schedule no nag-multitask ang uban inyo pa join gi Tagalog time. Bahalag magchikahan nila dati karon. Anyway, kanang thank you. We have our last part of Chikahanay, the 7 last words. 7 last words. You plug. You say something to the whole wide world about whatever you want to say. Just 7 words. Ihapan mo ni Miss Jenny.
7 words. Tama na.
Ang mulapas kay Didakan. Try lang.
Naunas ako.
Pero anyway, I mean, ano lang siya. Di ba? Nag-practice na si Ma'am Chidel. Si Sir Mon, kay murag gaandam na siya daan.
Ay, siya
Yes,
muna.
ready na po.
Already.
Siya
Sige, let's hear your 7 last words, Sir Mon.
Okay, my 7 last word. Watch Minwa Sugilanon International Collab come November.
Wow! Yeah, di ba? So, naay ko si Sir Mon, na siya project nga ipagawas karong November. It's 7 last words, but I'll ask you, Sir Mon, it's an international project, right?
Yes, it's an international project funded by Japan Foundation Manila. It's a collaboration between Philippines and Japan.
Right.
And some of you here are engaged in that project.
Will you allow us to stream it also?
Yes, I would love to in all platforms
Yes.
of Latina, hopefully.
Sige. Put it in our list, EDM team. We have another thing to put in our art zone. Yay! Thank you for that, Sir Philemon. Who will give his or her 7 last words?
7 last
Iyak
years.
na ako 8 man, oy.
Sir Mark.
Wait, give go. Well, thank you everyone and see you. Oh my.
Thank you.
Sir, lapas, sir. Lapas.
Si Lapas?
Okay, naman siya, ha, 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 ha.
So, didakan na to si Sir Mark sa iyahang kuan. Gamay honorarium.
Negative points na.
Sir Lyric.
Sugod nag-count la ba?
Apil na to. Sugod na. Basta naka-spotlight. Dili na siya mo tingog kung dili apilod sa kuan.
Sige, ako kay arts is essential, a flag to raise.
A flag to raise. A flag to raise.
Arts is essential, a flag to raise. O, diba?
Thank you for raising the banner. Raising the banner of the arts world, arts and culture, whatever. Ma'am Chidel.
Kulang mag-word.
Ay, kulang? Putangin na lang, haha.
Oh, kaya isa pa. Pero pwede man siya ma-2 words din isa dito. Support NCD and Korea-Philippine Festival online activities.
Yay! Yay! Ma'am Che, you give us
Annyeonghaseyo,
details.
Sir Mon.
Yeah, you give us details.
Korean again.
You give us details for us to promote it in our channel as well.
Yes. Once the poster will be ready by my friend Jonghwa Hikim. Actually, Sir Mon, we can have a good partner with him too for our future theater shows.
Yes.
And he told me, don't worry, I'll give you invitation letter. Yeah, okay. So, manyang sayo, anyang lupa, anyang tubig.
Thank you, Ma'am Chidel. Kay si
Yeah.
Archie, kay murag kasturyahaw na si Archie.
Wow.
Yes, Sir Archie.
7 last words. Kuan. Atangi ang online live performances sa Bughaw.
Yay! Yay!
7 ba? Oh, 7.
Sige lang. Next time magdala kog buzzer para countan jud ang mga kuan. Countan lang ang balik. Of course, we will be inviting you for most of our Chikahanay. We wanted to feature local artists for artZONE's Chikahanay. So you had your 7 last words. Thank you so much. You are watching artZONE.
Servisyo panaguban. Servisyo panaguban. Servisyo panaguban. Servisyo panaguban. Servisyo panaguban. Servisyo
maayong udto diha kanimo gampya gagabi maayong gabi dili sa